Hey everybody, it's John. It's been about a week, just over a week since I posted my last video. That video was on the panic attack that I had before going down to the Bay Area to work for my friend's large construction company that they have. And I did that last week, and it turned out great. I did a good job. I did a solid job. I did what was asked of me, and I did it well. And it was nice seeing my friends. Um, and it was nice. It was a nice feeling to feel part of, to feel part of, to belong and to do well. And I did well. So my job was to drive a nice new half-ton truck, pickup truck, with a V8 engine, and drive that thing all around San Jose, Campbell, to and from Mountain View, Los Gatos, Palo Alto. Maybe I already said Campbell, San Jose, in and out, all around. Uh, and to go to the places that they have accounts at. I was given a gas card. I was given a Home Depot card, which I never went to because they should go to bigger suppliers. And that's what I did. And I'd go and I'd pick up whatever they needed that they had maybe been short of on their original order. Uh, some extra lumber, some drills, drill bits, nails, whatever it may be. They call me, go get this here, go get this there, bring it to this job, bring it to that job, and bada bing, bada boom, I was on it, I did it, and I got there, and I got the job done. And it was nice. Unload lumber, pick up lumber, and it felt great. And and they put me up per diem at a hotel, at a motel. and and I think I mentioned on my that video before I left that excuse me, that I was going to meet up with a friend of mine, a woman that I was born and raised with, another friend of mine. We all grew up together down there, and that never happened. Also, what didn't happen was after the job was done at the end of the day, uh, the guys went home to their wives and their families. But their families, like mine, they have kids, but they're like my kids' age now. They're 18. Some of them have a few kids, 18 and 21, or 18 and 20, and 19 and 21, whatever. And they're pretty much gone to school, like my daughter is. Um, my daughter's still in town in junior college, but they had wives to go home to at the end of the day, and one of the guys that owns the company, they're all my friends, but one guy I've been in touch with mostly, and we talk a lot, and we have throughout the years. Uh, there was a hockey game he went to one night, and I didn't get invited, and I was kind of butthurt about it. Not butthurt, whatever the word may be. I was like, huh, like, and I had to ask him the next day. I had to say, what about me? I was sitting at the motel, like, you know, why didn't you ask me to go? I had to. I had to. He's my friend. I had to. And he said, you know what? I didn't even think about it. And there was extra tickets. You could have gone. I didn't even think about it. And part of me was like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, I haven't been down here now in 2 years. I mean, this is the guy we've rented houses together. Like uh, before he owned a place in Santa Cruz a couple years ago. My daughter and I, we went down there, and my daughter and a friend of hers came along, and I had a girlfriend at that time, and I paid half for a home on the beach on Santa Cruz, and my buddy paid half, and we rented a really nice home on the beach with the woman he was seeing at that time when he was apart from his wife, and we had a great time. And so I don't know, it just confused me. We've done things together, and it was confusing to me. But then I had to realize, the guy's got so much going through his head. This job, that job. He's back with his wife now. Um, he's got so much going on, and so I gotta believe that he probably didn't even think about it. He's got a lot to think about, and I know that about him. He'll tell you this. I'll do it right away. I'll email you that message, or I'll text you this right away, and then he won't sometimes. You know, and it's just that's the way it is. People get in routines. You know, and so it was no big deal. And half the time, if one of those guys, one of my friends, would have invited me over for dinner or something to their house, I would have probably been like, damn, it's been a long day. I haven't worked in a long time. I really just would rather go back to my little rat ass motel that they put me up per diem. The company did, which was nice. And I'd rather go back and just get something to eat, watch TV for a couple hours, and take a shower and get ready for the next day to work and go to bed. So I can't say that, I really had a whole lot of energy to go out and do stuff after work myself. And that's the way it is when we're working, right? So the week went great. I made a great paycheck. I mean, I'm happy with it. I don't know that it's quite enough to live on down there, but it's twice as much as I would make up here. Almost twice as much, not quite, but it's about $7 more an hour, maybe, or 280 a week more. So that's what 280, 4, 5, 60, about 1100 and something gross a month more that I would make down there than up here in my Northern California town, if I was to be given that job full time, in which I did ask for and which I want. Also, I did speak with my friend down there who said that she would rent me a room for a nominal fee. I don't know what that is yet. We haven't spoken about it. But it's a big change, right? I've been up here in my little Northern California town for 30 years, most of, um, except for the times I went away to go to jail, prison. So now I'm back. I came back, and I can't say that I was missed. Uh, we have gigs. I have a gig. I play music. I have a gig coming up this next weekend at a casino. I'll make $175 to myself, which is nice. But our guitar player and lead singer, and really the guy whose band it is, his mother is really sick right now, and they just put her in home hospice, which means things are really bad. So forget about, and he probably won't be able to make the next couple gigs we have. Uh, and forget about that. It's like, uh, that's sad, right? So I don't know what my point is. I have ties up here. My friend up here, I'm concerned about. I care. But besides that, I don't have. I don't know. I don't have. What do I have up here? Nothing. I'm up here this week applying for jobs. My computer fucked up today, so I couldn't apply for these jobs that I've been trying to apply for. Um, and maybe I may be able to go back down next week to work in the Bay Area. Maybe I'll get that job full time. And I guess it doesn't matter where I live, here or there. I don't have a partner. So in too many words, I know what I'm saying is, I guess I feel alone and displaced, and I don't have a woman to run things by when I come home, or a reason to get up here except to survive for myself. My family's spread apart. Um, my sister and my mother I can speak to, um, but I have to be. My sister and I were on the same page. I know she can relate with what I'm saying. My mother understands what I need, what I want. I don't think she knows what it's like to wonder where your next check is coming from. I don't think she knows. I know she doesn't know what it's like to not understand about um, not working for a year, and how am I supposed to pay taxes for money I didn't make? I don't know, money I don't have. I don't know. So it's not that the love isn't there, and not that the care isn't there, but it's just being alone. I mean, I am alone, and I know I'm not alone in being alone, but it's just weird. Until a couple of years ago, I mean, I didn't feel this vulnerable, this, I don't know, and I mean, there's a couple women I could be with right now if I wanted to, and I don't want to. But I'm not saying it's just a woman. I've said before, a woman won't fix you, but it is nice. I would love to find somebody that a partner, and that's what I noticed about my friends down in the Bay Area. I know they're sick of their wives, some of them, but at the same time, they've raised kids, they've raised a family, and I raised my kid with my ex, but we were apart most of the time. We were, how do you say, what's the word? We co-parented, but we weren't together most of my daughter's life. Although we lived very close and we were off and on again, um, and our daughter turned out beyond beyond our wildest dreams, beyond my wildest dreams. My daughter is something else. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna even title this video. I've been struggling for 3 days since I've been home to pop up a video. So I guess I'll entitle this my mental health status, my update, my mental update, where I'm at. And where I'm at is I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know whether to stay up here in this, which every time I go away from this town and I come back, I realize how beautiful it is compared to San Jose. Oh my sweet goodness, that town is nothing but traffic, and I'm sorry, but foreigners who don't speak the language, and not that not it's a crazy traffic ridden town of just insanity. How do people? What? It's a rat race down there, and up here, it's in my little northern California right now. I went away for 1 week. I come back. The trees are blooming. It's definitely spring. You know, it's about summertime, and all the trees are blooming. I live right across from the biggest park in all of California. Uh, Maybe even the United States. I'm not sure. It's beautiful, a beautiful town. The wages aren't great, and I've not had good luck finding a job. And if I do, I barely get by. I'll barely get by on what I can find because of my felonies. Down there, I make twice as much, but the cost of living down there, meaning San Jose area, but the cost is twice as much. And or I would love to go back to Santa Cruz and live, which is just right where I work, just over the hill. The cost is over twice as much as it is up here for not as cool of a place. So I don't know, man. I think I just needed to check in because this is my chronicle. So I don't know what sense anybody can make out of this. This is my update. This is where I'm at. I'm confused. I'm not sure who to talk to about it. I don't have anyone to talk to about it. So I'm talking to you. And I'm looking at me in my own face. If anybody likes this video, if anybody can relate what it's like not to have anybody to run their ideas by, that feels kind of lost, and I almost want to clean that up and say not lost, but you know what? No, kind of lost. 50 years old. Um, 4 or 5 years ago, I had a woman. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I had a woman, and I was making money, and I had at least a program, work, my woman, my gym. Uh, we go out, and then a couple of friends, you know. But I tossed my friends really. When you have a woman, like my buddies down in the Bay Area that I work with, they have a woman. So they don't, you know, their friends they see at work. They work with their friends and then they go home and to their woman and then they get up and do it again. And on the weekends they have their woman and maybe they hang out with a friend now and then. And so, and that's how I was. But I'm not there now and I'm 50. So I guess at 50 you start to wonder, you know, what's going to become, right? What's going to happen? Start to think about what's going to happen a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. So I don't know. So this is my check-in. Um, please press like. Please press watched. Please join. If anybody can relate, even if you watched it, this video, and you can get something out of it, comment, press like, join. I like anybody's input, good, bad, or indifferent. Thank you. and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you.